Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Marieta Oslanec, founder of ImmigrationBiz, and today in this live Q&A I'm going to answer some of your questions that you might have regarding H1B work visa, and especially if you can run a business with this kind of visa, because I was actually doing a video yesterday and I was doing a video on the topic of how you can actually find an alternative regarding to H1B work visa, especially because there is going to be a change in this visa category, right? So especially there is going to be a change for H4 visa, which, to clarify, is actually dependent visa. That is a visa that your spouse would normally get. If you are on H1B visa, your spouse can actually apply for dependent H4 visa, and the new proposed change is coming into effect next year, and it's regarding to the work permit for your spouse. So no more work permits for H4 spouses, okay? And I want to clarify a few things, because I actually came across a video on YouTube that was talking about, there was someone who was talking about that you can actually manage your business under H1B visa. So I really want to clarify this. If you can work on, obviously you're going to work in the US under H1B visa, but can you actually manage the business, right? So welcome everyone, welcome all of you guys. Now let's keep it relevant, this live Q&A. So because you guys have so many questions like, hi, please give me only one visa, I need your assistance regarding immigration to the US. So all these questions, you know, are very general, and I really want to focus today in this live Q&A on H1B visa, and to clarify if you can work on this visa, especially when it comes to your business and your company, okay? So if you have any other different questions, you know, I really encourage you to check out my other videos that I done, and you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/immigrationbiz, and you can find over 200 videos where I actually talk about all the different visa types, so you can really get familiar with those visas first, and then we can, you know, you can possibly schedule consultation with me. And if you find that you meet all the requirements, then you can actually schedule a consultation, book appointment, because otherwise, you know, if you're giving me like all kinds of general questions like, I want visa, give me the visa, da da da, ain't gonna happen, you know what I mean? Also, I created the entire academy for people who want to dig deeper, okay? So you can go to ImmigrationBizAcademy.com for people who want to learn, you know, if you want to take a course, like you want to understand like what are your options, but you cannot afford to pay attorney. There you go, you can certainly check it out. For that matter, I created the academy, okay? Now the question is that I don't have money, but I want to come to the US. Guys, you don't have money, how you want to come to the US? You know what I mean? It's difficult to help you. Like, I'm not saying you have to pay $500,000 to get EB5 green card, but you gotta at least pay to, if you want to work with attorney, that's gonna cost you something. If you cannot pay attorney, you gotta take a course and learn. If you're not able to take a course, watch the free videos. I've done over 200 videos on YouTube, youtube.com/immigrationbiz. So really, I want you to understand that there's no something without nothing, okay? Anyway, now let's talk about the H1B visa, because I really want to talk about that today. So can you actually manage a business under H1B visa? Simple answer is no. You cannot manage a business under H1B work visa, because H1B work visa, these are visas for people in the category that they have a special high skilled workers, okay? So these individuals usually are employed by a US company that is sponsoring them, and then they are working for this individual company, okay? as I was mentioning before, if they are bringing spouse to the US, this spouse can apply for H4 visa and was able to in the past actually apply for a work permit, okay? And that work permit allows this spouse to work anywhere. Now this is going to change, okay? So if your spouse is looking for alternative, actually I did video and I posted it today, what are the alternatives to H1B visa, so you can check it out. And also this is a relevant video for those who are thinking to actually start a business, because if you are in the US on H1B visa, you shouldn't work for anybody else, okay? You can work only for that employer who is sponsoring you and bringing you to the US to work on H1B visa. Otherwise, it's illegal. However, you can start a company in the US. In fact, you don't need a visa to start a company in the US, all right? In fact, you can be even illegal in order to start a company. You can start a business. You can open an LLC, limited liability company or corporation. It doesn't matter, right? What's your visa status? But then when it comes to working for that company, then comes the trouble. Because if you are already in the US on H1B work visa and you want to work for your company that you're going to form, again, forming a company under H1B visa is legal. However, if you want to work for that company under H1B visa, that is illegal, okay? Unless you sponsor yourself, unless you create a company and later on you sponsor yourself and you become, you come to the US under H1B visa and your sponsor is your own company, okay? But that's like a different story, all right? So you really need to keep that in mind, because if you are in the US on H1B and you want to create a business at the same time while you are in the US on H1B, you do that, of course, you can incorporate, that is legal, right? But if you want to start working for your own company and manage the company, that is illegal, okay? So the rule would be, if you don't want to screw anything, would be to basically start a business while you're on H1B and hire people. You can hire people who will do the actual work for you. In fact, you can hire a manager who will manage the LLC for you. In fact, as of now, if you have a spouse who's got a valid work permit, she can manage the company for you if she's on H4 visa, for example. But that's not going to be the future, right? Because the future will be there, no more H4 work permits, right? So what are the alternatives? The question is, what are the alternatives, right? And as I always talk about E2 investor visa, this is alternative number one. So for that, you need to open a business, start LLC or corporation, and then invest substantial amount of capital, which can be anywhere between $50,000 and $500,000. Another alternative would be L visa. If you are not from a treaty country, you can open a company in your home country first. Then you want to expand to the US, you can open an affiliate in the US, and you can come as a manager under L1A visa category, or you can bring your team with you under L1B category. I also forgot to mention that if you want to open business and you will sponsor yourself under E2 investor visa, you can bring your team with you under E2 essential visa, and your spouse will also get E2 visa as a dependent. And then lastly, alternative would be O1 visa if you don't qualify under E2 or L, okay? So pretty much these are the options. Yeah, like you can check out that video, what are the alternatives to H1B. I just posted the video today. So really I want you to understand that that you understand what are your options, and I don't want you to make a mistake to work in the US illegally, because that might cause a trouble. And in fact, if they find out that you are working illegally, you will be banned to enter the US in the future. So that being said, now what are your questions, guys? Because I'm not answering the question. Someone just said she's not answering the question. No, I wasn't answering the question because I was trying to make the point. So if you have relevant questions regarding H1B visa, you can shoot them now. I'm gonna answer them for you. Otherwise, guys, if you have more questions, really, like, you are asking me general questions like, how can I get a visa for English language course? All right, check out my YouTube channel, please. youtube.com/immigrationbiz. I talk about this. You need F1 visa, so you can check it out and learn the requirements. Also, I have a course how you can get F1 visa at ImmigrationBizAcademy.com. I don't understand because I speak English little. Well, you need to improve your English. For that matter, you need to take ESL classes. ESL stands for English as a Second Language, and these classes will improve your English so you will understand. One of the requirements in the upcoming reform is going to be that you need to speak English. So if you don't speak English, shouldn't even come to US. Hey Kwasim, nice to see you again. Stay blessed. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. What about accounting program? What about it? If you want to study in the US, definitely choose a program and then ask for requirements, and each program has different requirements, so you really need to understand the requirements. Where do you want to enroll? You know, if you want to study English, different requirements, like if you want to do postgrad or you want to go to university or college, different requirements. How can I get a green card and live in the US? I'm from Bangladesh. All right, go to YouTube, again, youtube.com/immigrationbiz. There is a video, 5 ways to get a green card. So I'm briefly describing a way how you can get a green card, and there are 5 ways to get a green card. It's easier to get a visa, obviously, and then a green card. So start with, for example, you want to go to school, definitely student visa is the way to go. If you just want to, you know, come to the US, you've never been to the US. And then if you want to learn more how to actually get a green card, you can check out that video. There are ways, for example, through family, job, business, investment, asylum, and DV visa lottery. DV visa lottery might not be on next year. Therefore, I was promoting a lot DV lottery this year to help you guys to actually apply for this lottery, because it might not be on anymore. I am from Mauritania. I want visa immigration. Okay, well, I don't, to be honest, like I said, I already answered that question. I know that it's a very general question, so if you want to learn more details, you probably need to check out my channel. And also, if you want to know exactly step by step how to apply for particular visas, for example, you want to apply for B1 business visa, or you want to apply for E2, or you want to start a company. Again, exactly step by step how you do that, ImmigrationBizAcademy.com. All right. So what I wanted you to understand today is that even if you basically apply for H1B, don't make a mistake like you're going to work there illegally, even if you start a business, all right? Make sure to apply for a proper visa, and if you start a company while you are working on H1B, make sure to hire people to work for your business, work for you, so you don't actually work for your company. I have visa. I have visa. Been to US twice this year in April and in 2015. Came. You know that airport is strict for foreigners. Is it true? Well, obviously it's true, and they are more selective when it comes to allowing people to enter to the US. So just because you got visa, right, for example B visa, doesn't necessarily mean they will let you enter the US, okay? Because visa is a stamp in your passport that allows you to enter the US, actually allows you to travel to the US. But then when you're entering the US, that's like another story, because the officer can decide not to let you in. He's got that discretionary power. So definitely they are checking you guys. They are doing extensive background checks, and it's more difficult nowadays to enter the US even if you have a visa, because maybe your history previous history is showing intention to work in the US illegally. Let me give you an example. For example, if I am, if someone is entering the US on ESTA, okay, and I did a video what is ESTA, so you can check it out again, YouTube channel. So if someone is entering on ESTA multiple times a year, the ESTA is basically a waiver. It's a replacement for tourist B visa. If you're entering the US multiple times on ESTA, there's a suspicion that you might be working illegally in the US. And for that matter, they might not let you in, right? Or maybe you were looking for employment in the US. Maybe you sent out resumes, maybe you had like different interviews in the US, and they all know this, they monitor it. So you really gotta be aligned with the purpose of the trip. So if you go on ESTA, the purpose of the trip is to be a tourist or to be a business visitor, meaning you can go for a conference, business meeting, but you cannot work. In fact, you shouldn't seek employment in the US. So if you do that, obviously, and if you're entering the US on ESTA multiple times a year, they see that is suspicious, you know what I mean? So obviously, there is a high chance of denial of the entry to the US. So to answer the question, yes, it is difficult. And just because it was okay in 2015 doesn't mean it's going to be okay now. It all comes down to the purpose and your intention. What are you going to do in the US and what kind of visa you have for that matter. I have B1, B2 visa and I traveled this year. I was in the US on J1 in 2015. I'm journalist. I want to come in June next year. Should I? Okay, if you are journalist and you're coming for a purpose of working, you want to work as a journalist, you need a different visa. You actually need I visa, media visa. You shouldn't be coming as a journalist on B1, B2 unless the purpose of your trip is tourism or visit or a business trip. Short business trip. Can you help with preparation? Yeah, of course. I'm an attorney, business immigration attorney. I help with preparation, but some of you guys have issues with the legal fees. For that matter, I created an academy for you. So I teach you exactly step by step what you need to know. So you can check it out at ImmigrationBizAcademy.com. So thank you so much guys for tuning in. I really appreciate your attention and time. And so also I want to mention that I do have webinars that will teach you for those who are looking for the alternative. I have a webinar that is going to teach you how you can actually work in the US, live in the US, manage the business in the US. And I will post the link somewhere below this video after I'm done talking, so you can find the link there. If you want, you can sign up for the webinar. In the webinar, I will discuss exactly what you need to know if you want to live in the US, start a business in the US, and basically live and work without a green card. Okay, so for those who are looking for alternative ways how to make it happen in the US without H1B visa, definitely check out the webinar. It's a free webinar. So that being said, I also want to wish you happy holidays for those who are celebrating Christmas. Merry Christmas and enjoy your time with your family. And I'll see you in January because I'm not going to do any more live for probably next 2 weeks, but I'll be live in January. So if I'm not going to see you, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, amazing New Year. And I really wish you that all your dreams come true, especially the one American dream, okay? Again, thank you so much. I really appreciate your attention. I appreciate your likes, your hearts, your shares. And I'll see you in the next year, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day.